What's up everyone? We are back with another review video. Today I am looking at the Specialized Haul LT. This is a Longtail cargo bike from Specialized, and I use it primarily to get my kids around. You can see that it's a big long bike. It's got room on the back to put kids, some space for cargo, and then a little front carrier here also for cargo. Looking at it initially, you can tell the main thing with it is how long it is. It can comfortably fit 2 kids on the back, and you can fit them in various configurations as well. You could probably squish 3 kids on the back if they're small and are willing to squeeze up together. So looking at the tires, it uses 20 by 3.5 inch, what they call carless whisper tires. This is like a Specialized brand of tire. So far, so good. I've been using it for a couple hundred miles now, and I haven't had any issues with it. The battery goes into kind of the middle of the frame here. It's got a little pull tab here, so you just unlock it and pull it out like this. And then when you want to put it back in, you just put it right back in. Very easy to use. Kind of nice how it fits in there. Just kind of, it looks very clean the way it fits in there like that. Brakes, it uses hydraulic 4-piston brakes. And these brakes are really good. Stopping power is great. Not getting any squeal or anything either. Front and rear headlights on this bike are probably the best lights I've ever used. They're so bright. They've got multiple settings, so you can have it be like brighter or have it be blinky and stuff. This is the front headlight, and on the back you've got the rear headlight right here. It's a rear hub motorbike, which is a little bit different than kind of your higher end bikes. Some people don't like rear hub motors. I have no problem with rear hub motors, and I really like just the overall power of this bike. It is a really fast bike. It can have a top speed of 28 miles per hour, and on throttle it goes 20. I'll talk about that more later in this, but basically it's a really powerful and fast bike. So you can see it has a step-through frame, which makes it easy to get on and off, which is obviously very important when you're loaded up with kids and cargo and stuff. And the thing I really like about this bike is there's a lot of ways you can customize it. So bike itself is just gonna come just the bike. So you kind of have to add accessories to make it work well for you. The accessories I added, they include this front rack here I put with this little basket here, and it is removable. You can take it right off if you want to, and it attaches on very easily. For the rear, I've got the cargo rail that Specialized sells. It is adjustable too. You can actually make it go up and down depending on your needs. So that's cool. And then I have the footboards as well, so that my son has a space for his feet to go when he's riding on the back. And then I added some of my own accessories as well, but these are things that you can get yourself. Like for this back part here, this is just a Yuba mini spot cushion. Specialized sells their own cushion that's actually like thicker and whatever, but it really doesn't matter which cushion you use. This one was a little cheaper, so that's why I went for it, and I already had it too. And then I've got the Thule Yep Maxi seat. This is with the Easy Fit one. The rear cargo rack isn't Easy Fit compatible, so you have to use an Easy Fit adapter. So something to think about if you're going to use the Thule or you're relying on the Thule. There are other options as well. There is a Thule one that doesn't require, that like can latch right onto the rack itself. So this is just one I already had because I used this previously with my Rad Power bikes, and also with the Urban Arrow. That one fits through the back as well. Oh yeah, for a cargo bag here, I'm using this Xtracycle bag. This is an awesome bag, and it works out well because I can fit it in without interfering with my kids' seating arrangement, because I just attach it to the cargo rail. The kickstand is a dual kickstand, really steady. My kid can climb up on it. It does not fall at all. I can sit on the bike with the kickstand, doesn't tip over or anything. So really good, sturdy kickstand. I really like it a lot. You can see the back here is like really covered up, so not easy to access, but more likely than not, you're probably going to be taking this to a shop to get serviced anyway. And that's the nice thing about getting a bike from Specialized, is that you know you're going to be able to get it serviced somewhere. The frame itself is really sturdy. No suspension on this bike at all, which is fine for me because I don't really notice anything because the tires are so big, so it's really comfortable. It's very adjustable as well. You can adjust the height of the seat to whatever level you want. You could also adjust the height of the handlebars if you want. Not super easily, but it can. You can see the chain right over here. If I had any criticism about the chain, it's that this part here can kind of bump into this part because of, it doesn't, well, I mean, it's just kind of floating along there, so That's not a huge deal, but it's something that you'll get like grease and stuff on this part that you'll just have to wipe off sometimes. Uses a torque sensor, really natural feeling pedaling. I really enjoy it a lot. And then looking at the handlebars, it uses these like BMX style handlebars, which I find super comfortable. It's like a wide handlebar too, which gives it like a nice comfortable feel when you're riding. The grips it comes with are these like rubber grips. They don't look that good, but they're really comfortable actually. Usually I replace grips with the ergon grips, but these ones I don't find the need to have to do that because they're just very comfortable and squishy and good. The display is over here. You've got your odometer, your speed, pedal assist, and then your battery power on it. And then this controls the pedal assist levels, and then you got the power button here to turn on and off. You got the throttle over here. That's not included with this bike. You have to spend 50 bucks to have the throttle installed. Highly recommend doing it though, because it is just very helpful to have the throttle, especially if you're loaded up and you're at a standstill. It can get you going. Shifting's not a huge deal on this because it's so powerful, it really doesn't matter what gear you're in, but it does have shifters on the right here. You can't see what gear you're in, so you'll just have to remember it, but you know, pretty standard gears here. And then the brakes levers here are good. And then I've attached a quad lock, of course, for holding my phone. And then it does come with the bell, but I found the bell wasn't so great, and so I switched it over to this electronic horn, just because it's a little louder, and when I'm riding my kids, I like to be able to get people's attention if I'm going. But yeah, and there's a ton of different configurations you can do on this bike. That's what I like about it. It's very customizable. And you know, I'll put it up on the screen here so you can kind of see all the different configurations you have. The website has so many different ones. Overall, this bike has been really, really fun to ride, and it's definitely one that I enjoy. And I've ridden other Longtail bikes as well. I even had another Longtail that I ultimately sold because I just didn't enjoy it very much. And so this one here has hit all the marks for me. Really liking it. Works great to move kids around. Works really well for food delivery as well. And that's what we're gonna do right now, is we're gonna go do some DoorDash and Uber Eats and Grubhub orders with the Specialized Haul LT and see how it feels. All right, we are out on the Specialized Haul LT doing some DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub deliveries. Anyway, right now we got 2 orders. We got 1 Uber Eats order from Sweet Green over here, and then we got a DoorDash McDonald's order going in the direction we're dropping off, so this will work out perfectly. And the Sweet Green is right over here, so let's get it. Chloe right here. Okay, we got that Sweet Green order. And we're gonna drop a Sweet Green order first, then pick up the McDonald's order. And so the first thing that I really like about the Specialized Haul LT is just how like sturdy it feels. I've had other Longtail e-bikes before, and they were just really twitchy and didn't feel great. This bike just feels sturdy as a rock. The frame is like really stiff, I think, and there's no wheel wobble at all, no matter how I load up this bike. And with a lot of Longtails, wheel wobble is an issue to deal with. That's basically just where, if you're riding no-handed, the front wheel and handlebar start shaking, and I don't get any of that with this one. So it's kind of the reason why I upgraded to this bike. So yeah, right now it's graduation season here at the U of M campus. So traffic is horrible. But when you're on a bike, very easy to get around still. So you can see I can ride no-handed, no wobble at all. And that's what I really like about this bike, is just how sturdy and stiff everything feels. Okay, and we are here. Hey, this is Kevin with Uber Eats. I'm just downstairs with your order.
Oh, perfect. You can just leave it there if you want to. I'll be out in a little bit here.
Okay, do you want me to just leave it outside?
Yep.
Okay, sounds good.
Perfect. Thank
All right, yep. Okay, we got that order dropped off. We just also received this add-on order for Uber Eats from JJ's Pokey. It's only paying $2, but it's going right on our path. So as long as we don't have to wait, it should be fine. So I'm just gonna pick it up since it's like on the way anyway. So more about this bike. The power on this bike is really good. It's a top speed of 28 miles per hour. I added the throttle to it, which throttle max out at 20. But honestly, I actually don't use the throttle that much on this bike. Only time I really use it is if I'm loaded up and I'm on a standstill. I just want to get myself kind of moving. But for the most part, the pedaling feels really natural and smooth, that I just don't have a problem just pedaling along. Okay, JJ's Pokey right over here. Let's go grab this one. Hello, for Zach.
For Zach? Okay, Zach is ready?
Zach S.
There we go.
Thank you so much. Okay, we got this order, and then McDonald's is right over here. We're gonna pick this up too. So let's see, cut through here. I currently have this bike set up as like a kid carrier, but you know, you could use this easily as a delivery bike too if you wanted to put the back as cargo space instead. And you know, you can just kind of hold some stuff. Hey, how you doing? Good, how are you? Good, I got E45. Thank you so much, appreciate it. Okay, it looks like I got their location, so this $2 Uber Eats order, I think I could see their location, so I think what I'm gonna do is run this over to them first, assuming they're where this map says they are, and then we'll drop off this McDonald's order. Okay, we'll cut through here. Let's see if they're here. Are you Zach? Oh, perfect. There you go. Have a good one. Got that delivered. The guy was outside, so that's nice. And now we're going to drop off this McDonald's order. And you can see just how convenient it is to use like a e-bike, cargo bike, because I can just kind of cut around through shortcuts and stuff like this. Hi, sorry, excuse me. If you were in a car here, this would be a huge pain. But on a bike, very easy to do. They have it delivered for Sam. Is Sam over here or over there? Got it. They have it delivered for Sam. Is Sam here? Okay. Let's put it right there. All right, is it okay if I leave it here for them? They're good? All right, thanks. Okay, we got that one delivered. They're lucky I'm on a bike, because if I was on a bike, it would be real hard to deliver it. Anyway, we've got another delivery now. Uber Eats. Going from Moo Moo Tea. So yeah, speed on this bike, very good. Power on this bike, very good. The pedal assist is a torque sensor, so it's a very natural feeling pedal when you're pedaling this bike. That's why I pedal this bike a lot, because it feels very comfortable. So yeah, the battery range on this bike, I'm not sure what it is, but whatever the range is, it's pretty good. I've never had any issue with range. The only thing is the display only shows 3 power bars, so your ability to gauge how much power you have is a little harder to tell because there's only 3 levels. There we go, Moo Moo Tea. Hi, pick up for Kathy. Kathy W. All right, thank you. Okay, we got this one. Bubble tea orders are always good because they're sealed, so they're very easy to carry. We're just gonna gun it up this street then at 28 miles an hour. So this one thing I like on this bike is you can vehicular cycle pretty well on it because it's so fast. And right there you can see I was going 28 miles an hour up that hill. And this bike, it can fly. Right, and we are here. That was really fast, I think. And this is a leave at door order. Guess we'll put it right over here for them. Okay, and that order is delivered. While we were there, we got a DoorDash order from Chick-fil-A. So you can see the handlebar setup on this bike, by the way. It uses the BMX style handlebars, which I'm a big fan of. The default grips are these kind of rubber grips, which are actually very comfy in my opinion. And then it's got a throttle here that's an add-on. You have to pay $50 to get the throttle installed. Otherwise it doesn't come with a throttle. It's very useful to have, and I recommend it if you're in the market for this. And then the display here is a very simple display. It just has your speed, your pedal assist levels, your odometer, and then your battery power, which as I mentioned is just 1 through 3 on the battery level. So you can't exactly get a super good reading on your battery level, but it's enough to tell. And I think in the instructions it tells you what the battery levels are. So like 2 bars, I think I'm somewhere between like 60% or 70% and like 30%. I don't know, something like that.
But next time, please ask for confirmation, okay?
Okay, yeah.
For Mohammed.
Mohammed.
Someone took the order already? Yeah, so they stole it, basically. That's what it is.
Do you do vlogging?
Yeah. So
That's why you record, yeah?
that's why I wear this. Yeah, I film it. So,
YouTube or TikTok? Or
on YouTube, Financial Panther is the.
how can I find you?
Go to YouTube
YouTube?
and then search for Financial Panther.
Okay,
That
one more
right there.
subscriber.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. I'll put you in this one.
Comment they're making right now.
Okay, sounds good. Whoa, what is this one here? Oh, this order said $24, but then it says another driver matched with it. I wouldn't be surprised if that order is the one that was jacked, because why would it be paying $24 for one Chick-fil-A order, right? Yes. Yep. Yeah, you don't want it to get jacked like that other guy's order did.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go get this one delivered. And I think to get there, we are gonna go over the bridge. Yeah, so that's the first guy I've ever like advertised the channel to. Good to get another subscriber. It's a bummer that his order was stolen by someone, because that's what happens when they don't confirm it right away. Chick-fil-A usually often makes you confirm it, but maybe someone just snuck by. But yeah, back to the bike. So the handlebars, these BMX style handlebars are nice because they're kind of wide too, or like they're like long out to the side. Really gives you a comfortable like position when you're riding. Like it's definitely one of my more comfortable handlebars, and honestly I think I might do all my handlebars like this if I can. I kind of like being like extended out. It gives you a nice comfy feel. I usually replace for like my main bikes, I usually replace the grips with ergon ones, but I kind of like these like big rubbery grips that Specialized put on them. So I'm gonna keep it like this for a bit. I did add the quad lock, of course, and then I got the Hornet here. The bike does come with a bell. It's a really crappy bell, and the position of it isn't great because of how wide it is. So having an electronic bell on this makes a lot more sense. And electronic bells aren't that expensive. You know, you can get some, this Hornet here is like $30, but you can get some for cheaper than that on Amazon, $15 or something. Normally I would have taken a right back there, but there's steps and no ramp, and I can't make it down that on this bike. So I got to go the long way around. So yeah, handlebar setup, very comfortable. I like it. And you know, this is a long bike, but it really rides very naturally. Like some Longtails, like the last Longtail I had, really just felt so twitchy on it. And this one, I feel it's super steady. I love it. You know, no suspension on this bike at all, but I actually have no problem with it. The tires are 3.5 inch tires, so they're pretty big. It's 20 by 3.5 inch, so they're pretty big tires, and they do a good job in absorbing a lot of the impacts. And then if you really want to, you could get like a suspension seat post or something, give yourself a little more cushion, but I don't find that necessary. I hope this is right. This feels like it's gonna be wrong. Okay, this is definitely showing me the wrong. DoorDash is giving me the wrong location for sure. So DoorDash is showing me over here, which is not right. It's definitely at the park over here, so I actually have to go this way instead. It's not a big deal, I can get there, but kind of annoying. It's actually over here. Yeah, I don't know why the DoorDash map does that sometimes. It just shows the wrong place, because that was clearly the wrong address. I knew it, because it was a parking lot. So I'm hoping it's this community center here. Otherwise, it's gonna be a pain figuring out where I'm going. But I think it's the community center. Yeah, it is the community center. Okay, nice. Hey, Mohammed? Yes, perfect, there's that. Yeah, luckily DoorDash gave the wrong address. It puts it over there for some reason. But I knew it. As soon as I looked at it, I was like, oh, this is clearly gonna be the parking lot. That's not, it's like, that's not right. But luckily it's close by, so. All right, have a good one. All right, good. Got that one delivered. So now DoorDash booted me off because I always forget, I need to start scheduling myself for the lunch hour. Because otherwise if I try to do the dash now, it always tells me that I've only got like an hour or half an hour I can work pretty much. It'll be like, if I try to log in at 12, it'll be like, you can dash till 12:30. Usually it'll pop back on again. So we'll just wait for that. My stuff got sticky from that lemonade spilling on me. Ugh, my handlebars got all sticky. I'm gonna have to wash it off later. Okay, so I haven't made much today though. It's a pretty slow day for me. So yeah, so the one thing I understand is the ecosystem of these longtails. So the way I see it is you've got three types of longtails. You've got the entry-level ones. That's from companies like Aventon, Rad, Electric, those ones. Those longtails are gonna be under 2K. Then you've got the high-end longtails. These are from companies like Tern, Yuba, Xtracycle, Reese Mueller. And these are gonna be expensive longtails, looking at like 5,000 to, you know, can be up to even 9 grand for some of those Reese Mueller ones. And then you got this kind of little in-between market here of pretty quality longtails from Specialized and Cannondale are kind of the two that I see with these kind of in-between ones. So this one here, the Specialized Hall LT, base price is $3,500. After I added all the accessories and stuff, it was more like $4,500. That's not bad for like a reliable branded long-tail e-bike. You know, especially if you're moving kids and stuff around, you figure that a brand like Specialized does some, you know, good research and development. And I can kind of tell that they do just because of how quality this bike feels. It feels really good. And there's a clear difference in it because my last longtail, which was an entry-level sub $2,000 longtail, it just did not ride very well. And I could just tell that not a lot of thought had gone into it, it felt like. You know, the wheel wobble, way too annoying. It was just too twitchy a ride, whereas this one just feels so sturdy. And that's why I like this bike a lot. I think it's a good value for the price. When I was looking at longtails, I did want one with a throttle, and so the higher end ones, you're not gonna find throttle ones. That's kind of another reason why I opted for this bike. And then it's a rear hub motor, which some people don't like rear hub motors. I really don't care whether it's rear hub or mid-drive. I think rear hub motors are totally fine. But I know some people, they like the mid-drive motor because it, you know, is more high-end and all that. And that's great. To me, not a big deal. So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at with this bike and why I really enjoy it. So overall, as a food delivery bike, this is a good one. I mean, I think you could use this bike as a food delivery bike and make your money back versus using a car, especially with how fast this bike is. And the range is good too. And with all the storage space, you could do really well with a bike like this. Anyway, it looks like things are slowing down for me here. I've been out here for about an hour. I didn't make much today, I only made 20 bucks about. But yeah, so I think that's gonna do it for this review video. So final thoughts on the Specialized Hall LT. I think it's a really good bike. I've been using it as primarily a kid hauler to move 2 kids around and really enjoy how sturdy and strong this bike feels. I don't see a lot of these bikes out in the wild for some reason, but in fact, I think I've only seen one other person with this bike. But I really enjoy this bike. I think it's a very good bike. And if you are looking for a longtail that's like in the in-between price point, slightly better than the entry-level ones, but not quite as high-end as the super high-end e-bikes, this is definitely one you want to look at. It's built by Specialized. They've got good warranties. You can get it taken care of at a dealer. So a lot of good things about this bike and the network around it. Really, the main thing is it's just a really powerful, well-built bike. Anyway, I think that's gonna do it for this video. So if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, shoot me a like, follow along for more content like this. And for now, until next time, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, everybody.